Good evening and welcome back to the channel and welcome to yet another episode of Football Manager 2024. We are on season 14, episode 9, I believe. And we start the episode with the potential transfer of another centre-back. Now, this centre-back is actually part of the best centre-back pairing in the league. Do we need them is the question. Well, good marking, probably good tackling, just okay on the determination. But that jumping reach is yet again very, very strong. And that's what we kind of need in our centre-backs that we don't have a great deal of, you know. We've only got 2 in the blue and Melbourne's actually not a centre-back. So I'm going to click accept on that because the wages isn't that much. And we've got, you know, a decent amount of wage budget left over. We actually are currently making profit this month as well, which is absolutely brilliant. So we're going to accept that and make that signing and then make this signing as well. So we have doubled up. We have actually poached both centre-backs from Windsor, who are the best defensive team in the league. In fact, they may still be undefeated, while we unfortunately lost in the league twice last episode. And it did feel a bit unfair. It did feel like I got a bit FM'd, and I did look in the comments, and some of you guys did say, yeah, you got a bit FM'd, but you were also tweaking too much with the tactics, which is something I do sometimes do. But I mean, look at the XG. Come on now. It really did seem a bit unfair. Now, we've actually got 14 days before that cup game. And while that would usually mean I would jump off camera and just get to the game and kind of see what we're doing about it. That you're a bit slow, unfortunately. We're not going to do that today. We are going to record on camera. I can see that the recording is currently at 2 minutes and 2.5 minutes or so. We're going to see how long it takes to actually get to the game. But look, we're already down to 13 days. It won't take too long. But this is because I want to show you guys the menus. I want to show you guys what I'm doing in between. Chishimba's now homegrown. That's great. Alexis Boulay scored in a draw. Gerard Sprawley scored in a draw. Our players, we've got a lot of players loaned out. Don't forget, we've got like maybe a dozen, genuinely maybe a dozen players loaned out as things stand, which is, I think, okay. Okay, Ryan Marshall. I think we've actually looked at Ryan Marshall before. I mean, look at those physicals. Those are outrageous physicals. Can we afford that? We actually can. Let's bring that fee down to 2K. We'll make it 50%. Okay. Although it looks like we wouldn't even be able to get him to play for us. Look, I'll make that offer and then we could even think about loaning him back, because we won't be able to use him, but those physicals look outrageously good. So even if Ryan Marshall's... There we go. Never mind. I think we may have done that before. I might have made an offer before and he's just been like, yeah, you're not doing it for me. Which is actually fair, you know. We're not going to convince every player. Not every player is going to want to come to London Greens. That's fine. Smith is now homegrown. That's awesome. Ben Smith, I'm not surprised. Okay, Howard's happy. Smalley is hoping to get the loan out. Tomonori Takeda wants a right back to sign for us. We do have a shortlist. Do we have any right backs on there? No, we do not. So let's have a quick scout. A real quick scout. Oh, we already did that. Look at that. We already did that. Let's just go with work rate. Why not? Okay, 3 players. Joel Vincent, who gives a little bit more A little bit more versatility. Not too much, but also looks like might have some good physicals. Okay, and Lucas Lines. I'm going to say Lucas... I don't know. It's probably Lines. I don't know. I'm going to say Lucas Lines. Again, looks like they've got decent physicals, decent work rate. Let's go with the offer of a trial again. Just 2 weeks. And then hopefully, if we get some positive responses, Lucas Lines has rejected because he's gone to another club. All right, that's fair. But Joel Vincent is happy to join with us. I'm not going to answer those questions because they're silly questions. And we are now 11 days. Okay, only almost 6 minutes, and we're at 11 days. So this is part of the game, guys. Unfortunately, it's part of the game, you know. And I did so many seasons where I just didn't really show you guys what I was doing in between games, unless it was like really important news. But now you can actually see. Okay, so a lot of teams, it's very close. I mean, it's very close with all of these teams. And now you would think Windsor will have more of a tough time actually kind of... Oh, Harrogate 5-3. They've gone above us. All right. All right, fair enough. Yeah, Windsor are probably going to have a difficult time keeping their defence as tough as it was, as high as it was, because we've taken their first 2 centre-backs, their best 2 centre-backs. I don't know. Is it going to affect them that badly? Are they just going to kind of pick up another pair of centre-backs from somewhere? Maybe. Abdullah's back in training. Lovely. What? Fair play. All right. All right. Wow. A bit of a surprise, I'm not going to lie, but fair enough. All right. Fair enough. Okay, down to 9 days now, so 7 minutes. There we go. Who's the 2 players? Clark. Is that it? Oh, just... Okay. Clark and McKnight. Okay, yeah, that's fine. They can play because there's still like an 8-day gap before our cup game. So if they can get a bit of match fitness in, that works. Woodley have signed Dixon. Woodley's in our league, of course. That's from Holyport. Nick Withers, you've done well. Todd Parker. Okay. Todd Parker didn't react overly positively to that, I'll say, but is what it is. Onwards. Okay. 8 days. It's genuinely going to be about 15 minutes before we get into a game. What I might do, guys, starting from today's episode. Yeah, you know what? I'll do it from today's episode. I will put the chapters in the description. So I'll put game 1 kicks off. Big win, 5-0. Dang. All right. Fair enough. 5-0. Wow. 5-0 with 5 different goal scorers. That's actually impressive. I'm quite impressed. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll put like game 1 kickoff. Game 2. Yeah, I'll do game 1, game 2. And then I'll have like intro. Yeah, I guess. It would just be like intro, game 1, game 2, and then outro. Or maybe like intro plus menu work or whatever. While we're between games as well, we could have menu work. Yeah, because that is something that, like I say, I want to get involved. Rains Park beat Uxbridge 5-0. 7 days. What are we at? We're at 9.5 minutes. All right, that's fine. Yeah, okay, that's what I'll do. From now on, I'll do that. I'll include chapters. So if you want to... Oh, Cole Fisher, left back. Oh! All right. On your come. Those are very nice stats. Good tackling. Good physicals across the board. The work rate's a bit low, but that's okay. Jackson Izquierdo. You're not saying that right. Good decisions. Good command of area. Aerial reach isn't great. Reflexes, again, isn't great. But what we'll do is we'll offer a trial again. Jackson Izquierdo. We'll see how that goes. Enrique Tiamuna says D. Like, has got decent stats, but that determination's a bit low. Positioning's not great. Has a bit of versatility. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, if I put those chapters in, even if people just want to watch the matches, they can. You don't have to watch the entire. Oh, all right. This kid, you know what, Fisher, you're going on the short list. Yeah. Let's see what he wants. Yeah, all right. Well, I guess the good thing is that like even if we are making offers that or like people, oh wow, Boulay scored again. Stainfield was sent off. Oof, not great. Even if we make an offer to a player like that and the wage is too high, if we keep them on the shortlist and then think about them as we go into further seasons, you know, there's a chance that we can pick them up at a later date because they're obviously good players. We just can't afford them just yet. Like we don't have that pull, you know, we don't have the pull to bring them in. Gavin Crown right back. Looks pretty solid, but doesn't have the best physicals. But again, we'll go on the offer trial, and this is just like the slow. Yeah, let's apply these. Sure. 2 out of 4. Yep. Old Salisbury scouting, so they can play a 4-4-2 by the looks of things. Wing play. Okay, this is what we're going to play. We're going to play plan B, and we're going to give these guys... Oh, cup tied. Joel Vincent's obviously ineligible. Yeah, that's acceptable. Takeda on the bench, please. They should all be on light because that's a big old gap between matches. Mason, you come in for Holcroft. Ephraim goes on the right. Parker, Melbourne, Frith on the... Yeah, that's fine. Chadwick, yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we still got 5 days before we get to the game anyway. What am I thinking about? Gavin Cronin has got... Fair enough. Peas down Albion versus Folland in the Vars. And a league game as well. South Reading versus North Greenford. And, oh, wow, loads of FA Cup games as well. Barnet playing, Weymouth, Lewis. 2-1 to Folland. And a draw in that one, that's all right. We've dropped out of the top 5. And we won't actually play a league game in a little while, so... Yeah. 13 minutes, goodness. All right, only 4 days now. We are getting there, guys. We are getting there. I appreciate anyone who sits through all of this. Yeah, okay, Pierre can go on loan. Boulay should be called back. Look at that. That's interesting, isn't it? Really does have those physicals. They're like they're really good. We don't need to call them back, and like if they're playing at another level, they are getting guaranteed game time, which is just super useful. I don't think there's any point in me calling them back. That's the game we're about to play. Did you been moved back even further? It's been moved back even further. What? Did it get moved like a... What? Where did it go? This is like that time when all of my matches just kept getting moved and I couldn't finish the season. I didn't even know. Let me go check that again. Interesting. Moved from 18/10/2026 due to another game. Yeah, that's fine. And then moved from 19/10. First of, oh my word. But my schedule wasn't like that, was it? Oh, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. So I think there's a game being played at the stadium we were meant to play. We just don't play any matches. That's what we don't. Yeah, we don't play matches nowadays. I guess. Who's in there now? McKnight, Clark, and Smith. Yeah, that's cool. Youngsters are allowed to play. Wants me to grab scouts and stuff like that. You know, we'll see what the board say about a coaching course. They might say yes. They might say no. They might say not a chance, buddy. Yeah, there we go. Not a chance. Oh, they're playing a 5 at the back as well. Interesting. We don't. Are we a football club? Do we play football? Is that a thing we're allowed to do? I'm almost 17 minutes into this video. Absolutely ridiculous. We don't even play football. We don't play football. Like, it's not. We don't do that here. Oh. Clark catches eye in a 1-0 loss to the top of the team. So, it's fair enough. Top of the table team. Oh, wow. Really dominating. 5 points clear. More league games. Again, we're just slowly moving down the table, but that's because we're going to keep our games in hand. Reading are playing. That's the only team we're really worried about. My team is going to go into this like severely undercooked. They really are. I mean, I feel like I'm going to go into this severely undercooked. 5-3. Whoa. 4-1. Reading losing. Like, that is... Wow. Okay. It's kind of surprising. Okay, 3 days until our league match. My word. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, I love that there's people making upsets and things like that. Would have been great to play our match. Yeah, I'm going to let the draw be made. We'll find out who we play, but we won't play our match. And I wonder if this is actually what it's like for like lower league teams and like the fixtures just get absolutely sent around. Maybe it is. I don't know. Either Old Sudbury or London going to play Tiverton. Southwest Peninsula League Premier Division East. Their captain's Brazilian and their vice captain's South Korean. So they've got like a... They've got a decent capacity. Oh, no, it's not. It's very poor. Lots of season ticket holders, though. Okay, these guys are actually making a bit of bank. Well, a bit more bank than I'm making. Yeah. We might have trouble if they're using that money well. Andy Jones, DM. Don't need a DM. Ray Uda, again, don't really need a centre mid. Left wing. Probably not the worst. You know, another left winger, a little bit more depth in the old left wing department. Yeah, that wouldn't be that bad. Except, awesome. Trial ends Vincent very soon. So we're going to check those stats and compare and see what is good about that. Matherin's on trial. That's what we are happy with. Let's check Vincent. So right back / right wing back. Decent physicals. Good determination. Good work rate. Can go on the right wing, but only in midfield. Let's do a quick comparison with our actual current right back, which is not here. Frith, where are you? There you are. So Frith has got mental and defending, whereas everything else Vincent's just a little bit better at. And then if we change that to our other right back, not Stefan Clark, not Ademi, not Mazzoni, McKnight, yeah, there you are. So Vincent's got the speed. Again, the defending is very much the others. So Vincent's just got him on speed and technicalities, but everything else is pretty much the other way around. Then again, they're very close here. That is quite bad, though. Vincent's defending a little bit not great. Tackling on 4. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to make that signing. Even though I think, maybe at the 5 at the back could be useful. And maybe getting that player would make the promise for a couple of players. Like, would it make them happier? You're not getting 300, though. There's no way. Get out of town. There's no way. If you go for 300 again, I'm going to be annoyed. Oh. Fine. Look at that. A bit of attitude. Alfie Bangs, what a name. Midfielder, central midfielder. Great technique. Quite aggressive, but very relatively pacey. Yeah, look, we'll go for a trial again because that name deserves it. Alfie Bangs, what a name. Bangs set to go on trial. Awesome. What are we at? We're at 22 minutes before we're even into a game. This is just menu work. Menu work. That's all it is. Okay, we've dropped to 6th now as well. I think, were we at 6th already? I can't remember. Wants me to make some changes. It actually wants me to put the new guys in. And Marek Kaminsky, what? 18 in our reserves. Interesting. We're the favourites. It wants me to bring Chadwick into the middle. It wants me to make some changes. They want me to make outrageous changes constantly, so I'm not really sure I need to worry about it too much. I just want to play a match, please. Great. Lovely. We're going to let Vincent go. That's, yeah, we're aware of that. Here we go. Finally. Finally. It wants me to play Kolodinsky. I'll play Kolodinsky for Curran. Couple guys lacking a bit of sharpness. Everyone else looking good and happy with the team. Takeda's back in the squad. Not in the starting 11 because Ben Horn exists. But here we go. And it only took us 25 minutes. Look at that form we're in. It's terrible. But the thing is, it's like we actually haven't been playing terribly. Not really. I don't think so. We were 2-0 up in that game, and then the other game we just couldn't frickin' score, to be honest. Which is a different problem, if anything. Oh, great pass out wide. Abdullah's going to go. Abdullah, look. Oh. I wanted him to look for Ben Horn in the middle, but didn't manage it. But that's all right. No dramas. Onwards. See where we stand after a little bit of time has played. Okay, we are dominating first things first. But, oh, and a corner. 2 minutes in. Here we go. Daniel Ephraim on the ball. And it goes. Comes back out. Ephraim takes a touch. And shoots it. I think that was blocked. So it goes for another corner. It does. Ephraim will take it again. On the right foot, it'll be an outswinger this time. Frith jumps. Frith actually will get there. Will jump. Yakubu takes it. Yeah, that's all right. So that's 2 shots already? Both on target. Great. And now another corner. And Windsor are losing. If it genuinely is, we have taken their defense and they start losing games, then it's a fair tactic. We've just hit the post. So we're keeping on with the trajectory that we finished last episode with. Okay, possession's evened out. Momentum looks like it's evening out. Let's see what happens with it. That possession's gone way in their favor. Nope, it's bounced back again. Okay. Okay, I'm going to call for that demand more because we're 15 minutes in. Possession is against us. Let's call for it. Chadwick with the free kick. Goes for the cross. Mason jumps down. Melbourne's there. Melbourne. To be fair, I don't think that's who we want, you know, on the end of that shot. But Melbourne still, you got to hit the target, surely. Okay, we're close to 30 minutes now, so it's another demand more. Another corner. Ephraim down to Abdullah. Abdullah from distance across to Ben Horn. Ben Horn shoots. Oh, it's so close. It really was close. And we don't mind Ben Horn taking on a long shot. Not a chance. Frith whips it in. Horn jumps. Doesn't quite get there. Comes out to Abdullah again. Whips it back post. Ephraim won't get there. Ephraim. Out it goes. Luke Frith. Across. Ben Horn jumps. And it's again so close to going in. Again. All right, offside, 36 minutes now. We won't call for another demand more or anything like that. But what we will do is we're going to move on to attacking. Oh, that was close. Just for this part of the match, just before the end of the half. And it won't actually make a difference. Okay, so dressing room, play second half. Onwards we go. We're going to bring it back to the positive, but we are going to step up. You know, we've kind of kept things at a level. And now we're going to step up. And what's absolutely bonkers is that we've already played a half, yeah? We've already played a half. 23 minutes of getting to this game. And then we play a first half 0-0. It's like 2 minutes. Come on now. Back post. Lucky. We know how susceptible we are at the back post, so we've got to wake up. Let's go for a demand more again. Let's get some action on these guys. Mason's not happy with that. Frustrated by the feedback. Here we go. Parker on the ball. Gives it to Daniel Ephraim. Back to Melbourne. Out wide, perhaps. Yes. Into Ephraim now. Orfrith, go on your own. Goes back. Yeah. Kolodinsky across to Weatherly. Our Windsor poached players. Oh, what a ball. You've got to put that in. Really? Oh. Good ball in. Melbourne will try and recover. Does recover. Abdullah with the shot blocked. Another corner. And you know what, Mason? If you're going to react like that, Stefan Clark's going to step in. I want to see some positivity. Oh, just over the bar. Unlucky. Unlucky. Okay. That's our change done. Mason jogs off, makes that swap. That's all fine. We won't call for anything until like the 60th minute. See what comes out of this. It's been very up and down. We are in the attack. We have stepped forward, and that is getting a little bit more momentum going our way. So let's call for a demand more. And let's see if there's something we can do. Let's up the tempo a tad. See if with that extra momentum, with that perhaps extra possession, I don't know, what are we at? 45, so actually we're not on that much possession. But when we have the ball, we'll see if upping the tempo is beneficial. Parker goes wide. Parker and Melbourne a little bit on top of each other. Ephraim, far post, misses. Are they on like... No, you're on defend. You're ball winning. You shouldn't be that far back. Okay, Takeda's going to come on for Chadwick, move into that striker position, and then Horn's going to go central. In fact, Ephraim, you can come central as well. And that's what we're going to make. A couple of changes there. We're trying to get the win. We're trying to attack. We've had a much better game even without so much of the ball. We've been pretty good at the attack, just not great at finishing. And now we are 1-0 down. And guess what it was? It was the back post once again. So we're going to have to move on to the attacking now. We're going to have to bring Parker off for, you know what, Barnes, you can do that. Forward you go. Melbourne, forward you go. And let's get you on attack. And let's get you on attack. And we're going to play on attack. You're on automatic, which means you're on attack right now. But let's put you on attack properly. And let's try and flood forward and get a goal back. Because 1-0 down is right frustrating when we've had some of the chances we've had. I need more, guys. Here we go. Ephraim. Good work. Gets taken out. Nope. Good tackle. Abdullah picks it up. Goes into Clark. There's got to be a forward pass. There we go. Ben Horn across. Melbourne. Across. Daniel Ephraim. Daniel Ephraim. Come on. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Okay, we're going to drop it back to positive. Because I don't want to... Well, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to attack. We're going to attack. Let's see this goal. So Clark into Horn, into Melbourne. Plays it. Second touch. Forward. Lovely pass. Lovely shot. Keeper gets a little bit of a hand on it. Not much. Kolodinsky's had a great game. I imagine Ephraim's numbers will go up after that goal kind of counts. Or is it going to stick it? There we go. It's updated now. And we're going to go back onto the attacking. Because I think... Let's get rid of that. There we go. So, Kolodinsky, what have you got? You've got Melbourne here or Barnes there. That works. Out wide or back. Fine. Up here or there. Fine. Yeah, they do not play the pass I think they're going to play. Melbourne forward. Barnesy, let's go down. This way. This way. There we go. Finally. Frith, just run and then get it in. There we go. Takeda. Big Takeda. Tomonori Takeda. Ben Horn. Back it goes. Yep. Abdullah. Oh, Ben Horn again. Back to... I don't know what's going on there. That was awful. They've gone long to clear it. Are we going to get one more chance? Kolodinsky, you've got to get this forward. Weatherly. No, see, that's what I said. You've got to get it forward. And we didn't. Okay, we take a point. At least we stopped the rot. And we actually did play pretty well. You know, possession was a little bit even by the end. We committed more fouls, got more corners, a much higher XG, more shots, more on target. One of those earlier goals goes in. Yeah, maybe we do win that game, but we conceded the back post probably more than any other goal that we concede. So just something to be wary of, something to try and improve on, but it's just difficult. But that is why we've got those big centre-backs. You know, that's why we made those signings. And there is a long, long way to go. So there is 28 league games to play. We're not going to worry about it. Weatherly makes debut as well as Kolodinsky. Played it pretty well, I think. Brains Park 6-2, my word. 2 goals, 2 key passes, 2 dribbles, 9.3. Whoa. I want to see what this... 16? I want to see what this kid's all about. Dang it. Never mind. Okay, now it's 9 days again to the old Sodbury. So we're back into menu work, guys. This will be how I will run the episodes from now on. So you guys will see everything between the matches as I've tried to do this entire season. But if you want to just watch the matches, just skip ahead to the matches, you can do that. That's not, you know, it's absolutely fair. It's absolutely up to you. There's probably people that do that anyway. But yeah, so that's what I'll do. I'll put in the chapters and we will know, you guys can know when I'm doing the menu work versus when I'm actually playing the games. Obviously, the problem is that the games take up less time when I'm trying to get through them relatively quickly. It's a bit odd, I suppose. McKnight and Smith, okay. Okay, that's fine. Distribution. Okay, that's fine. I could try and go on to the next level of highlights for playing the matches, but then I actually feel like if I do that, I will go back to making silly errors of making too many changes that I don't need to be making. And I don't want to do that. You know, in that game there, I barely made any changes really. We stepped up. When we needed to go more attacking, we added those players in. Why have you been removed from the... Oh, because you've gone to Warpleton. Yeah, right. You are quick, though. Oh, North Greenford have got another game. Oh. Yeah, lovely. Look at that. 2-0. So we're up into second, only 5 points back. Eastbourne actually lost a game against Hornchurch under 18s. 2-0. So, all right. Onwards we go. 7 days until our Vars match that probably gets rearranged on us anyway. 1-0 in that match. Okay. We do have games in hand, don't forget now, so we're looking okay. Those losses are really... They're really annoying. That's all I can say, really. They are quite annoying. Oh, Kodak have got a game. Okay. We know we are thinking about Kodak and what they do. 6-3. Wow. Right, so fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. I mean, that's kind of outrageous, isn't it? 2 games in October. 2. I mean, look at the number of games in December. That's league games scheduled twice a week. Tell me it makes sense. Like, tell me it makes sense. It does not make sense. Not a chance. Stainsfield been sent off again. 2 red cards. You've only played 8 games. Can I see your history, please? You've played 8 games for these guys. You've been sent off twice. Are you kidding me? That is atrocious. Every 4 games, you're telling me you're going to get sent off? Come on. Oh, Matherin trial finishes after this Sodbury game. Okay, we can check those stats and maybe play Matherin in this Sodbury game if we do sign them. Raina's Lane Gilchrist set to make a move. Yep, fine. Transfer. Who have we got? What have we got? Billy Corrin loan. Yeah, but I can accept that. And the reason I can accept that is because we've just brought in those 2 centre-backs. You know, so we've got a little bit of... Yeah, that's fine. We've got a little bit of depth in that position. So letting Billy Corrin go out on loan is fine. If that obviously... If we had to bring him back, we'll bring him back. Yep, that's fine. All right, 3 days away. Let's check Matherin's stats. Where are you? There you are, left wing. So, looks relatively solid, but unfortunately does not look like good enough to really bring in, to be honest. At least I don't think so. But maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe I'm wrong in thinking that. Maybe I should. Because we just don't have that depth. But then again, if that was the argument, then... Oh, 5-4. What? There's so many high-scoring games. I mean, if that was the argument, then it would just be like a bring up an 18-year-old anyway, I guess. Only 2 days before that game now. Match prep is all good. Set piece on penalties. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's not a bad way to do it. It's not a bad thing to do because we may end up going to penalties, just like this match has gone to penalties. It's a Thursday, 2 days away, 1 day away. Here we go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We want a win. We haven't had one in a little while, and it's a cup game, so we want to progress. And wants me to swap players in again. Yep, that's fine. Matt, yep, that's fine. Send Skidmore. I don't really do the press conferences as much now, but we probably will at, I don't know, when we move on up. You know, at the moment, it's always the same. It's like, where do you see your team finishing? High? Yeah, I hope so. You know, that's more or less it. Okay, Old Sodbury, 1 day away, not even. Here we go. McKnight. Cool. Feeling good. Lincoln 1-1, so they'll play a replay, I guess. And Chesterfield 2-0 against Prescott. League. Wow, that League One versus Vanarama National League, and they held out for a 1-0 away from home. And it was a late goal. Fair enough. I'm actually relatively impressed with that. I don't know if you guys are, but I am. Okay, so this episode is also making me think a little bit of like... I want to show you guys everything in the menus, because playing Football Manager is not just the games. You are, you know, you're more than just a manager, really. I recommend offer him a contract. Fair enough. Actually, okay, fine. Fair enough. Unless it's like a crazy contract. Yeah, that is a crazy contract. You can't possibly justify those numbers to me. Like, not at all. But, okay, so let me just quickly kind of articulate myself. They did win in that again, so they are 2 points behind now. Lovely. Lovely. C overall. Board B minus, C from that. Yep, that's fine. Yep, okay. Tactical meeting. Kodak are in another game. We're going to click that and then go into the team meeting. You know what? Let's get Luke Jones out wide. And Takeda can start. Okay, never mind. Don't do that. Why are they so structured? Volodinsky, you're cup tied. Yeah, you are. Okay, there we go. So as soon as Chadwick isn't on attacking, he's like, I don't like this. What are you doing? You don't want me to play attacking? Just... I don't want the team to be listed as... I don't really want the team to be listed as structured, because then they just don't play as much. Okay, so a very similar team that I've picked between games here. A little bit of continuity. Let me articulate myself while this game plays. So, I am very happy with the idea of just 2 games per episode, and we rattle through the games and the episodes. There's more episodes because... Oh, well saved. Because it means I'm recording almost every day or every other day, Football Manager. This save is not going anywhere. It's going to be on the channel for a long time. Well, saved again. And that allows me to you know, keep progression. And if people want to comment, they can leave comments and tips and stuff like that. And it's really helpful. However, it does run the risk of there being episodes like this one, where because we've been knocked out of 2 cups, and because a game was rearranged, we're now at 45 minutes or so, and that's going to be saved. What? How is that gone in? Withers will have to take the blame, yeah, because that should have been saved. So I'm going to demand more, and we're going to go attacking straight away. Why not? We'll go attacking. We'll up that tempo straight away. Let's go. Let's go do it. Let's go get that goal back. It does mean we run the risk of the episodes being like this every now and then. Hopefully it's not going to be that often, but it does run the risk of happening, because when there's these big gaps between games and we're just kind of doing 20 days worth of menu work, it is going to be a tad boring, you know? But I want to show you the menu work, because that's what I said I wanted to do. I wanted you guys to see behind the scenes rather than just the games. And when we get into December or months where there are more games, episodes are going to be faster. They're going to be shorter because we won't have as much menu work. And ultimately, we will rattle through the games. It will just feel like more momentum is gathered, you know, which is grand. But we do run the risk of episodes like this. So let me know what you prefer, what you think is better for, 2-0. Come on, guys. They are not really turned on, are they? Let's change it up. Let's go to plan A. Let's see if that's going to help us out. Because we're 2-0 down. So, yeah, they're revved up. They want to play now. Weatherly's been put out left. Bring Ben Horn in. We'll go very central. We'll still tell them to overlap. Yeah. Okay, so we're going 4 at the back where we're still going to overlap and try and get those guys forward, but we are playing like slightly more aggressive. Horn, could you go on attacking? Does that make us structured? No, it doesn't. And Parker, you're fine. We've got 3 players on attacking. Solid defense. These guys should float all the way up. Okay. Let's see if we can get back into it. I mean, the momentum has gone with us. That's great. We're still 2-0 down. So yeah, tell me what you think is the better option, guys. Like, let me know. Because genuinely, like, I can understand today's episode being, like, really boring, basically. There's just so much menu work. Very little playing matches. I am reluctant, however, to go back to skipping the menu work and just playing the matches. Because, unlucky. Because, like I say, I want you guys to see the behind the scenes stuff. Up we go, guys. Stepping up. Yeah, well done, Horn. Get that away. Chase him down. Chase him down. Good. Good. Yeah, fine. Pressure them into not really knowing what to do with the ball. One's offside. That's all right. Okay, the momentum is definitely kind of clicking with us now. We've had 2 shots on target. That's not a great number, but momentum is with us. Now, if we keep going forward, as we are now with Daniel Ephraim, here he goes out to the right-hand side. We've got Takeda, Horn, and players arriving. Takeda jumps, won't get there. Does recover the ball, though. Back to Chadwick. You've got to shoot it. He does. It's a really good save. It potentially was a save onto the post as well, but it was a great save. Goes out for a corner. Takeda whips it in. Melbourne jumps, won't go. And that is going to be that. Okay, but momentum is really with us. So please, guys, you've got to take advantage of it. Let's go for a demand more again. We've got to keep going forward and try and get these goals back. Yep, there's a part. Yep. Into the middle. Into the middle. Too long. Way too long. Melbourne. What are you going to do with it? Parker. Ephraim's there. Frith is... goes back. Okay, it's fine. It's all right. Reload. That's fine. Melbourne back. Mason. We've got... Why is Chadwick, like, so focused? There we go. Had to click off of that. Abdullah goes. Lovely. Takeda. Back post. Jump. Gets there. Wow, another save. Wow, another corner. Okay, we are playing well. I'm going to tell us to go attacking here because we are playing well and I want these guys to keep going. Is that going to be another corner? It is another corner. No, it's not. It was kept on. Abdullah. Into Frith. Now get that. Like, you've got to... Like, who is down here? Ephraim, get across. That's Takeda. Where are you? Ephraim, he's inside forward, isn't he? Chadwick into Ben Horn. Back to Melbourne forward. Takeda's offside, I think. Yep. Looked like it. Just looked like he had drifted a little bit. Chadwick with the free kick. Off the post. Break cannot be caught, it seems. Unfortunately. Okay, Withers. From the back we go. Good. Yeah, there's got to be a pass there. I hope he's onside. Ephraim, Sheedy, Ben Horn. Oh my goodness, this keeper is out of this world right now. Withers is anxious. Don't be anxious. I just need a little bit more, guys. Changes incoming. Jack McKay for Parker. We've scored one. We've put one in. We've put one in. Who got it? Was it Chadwick? Looks. Oh, was it Melbourne? Takeda whips in the corner. I mean, I probably want him headering it. Oh, it is Melbourne with it. Yeah, there we go. I can't even see it because of the frickin' floodlights. There we go. That's good. Keep going. Abdullah, frustrated by the feedback. Well, I feel like Abdullah's actually played alright. He's at 6.8. That's pretty good. Trying to get involved going forward. Oh, that's good. Yeah, really good, really good, really good. Back to Frith. That's okay because Takeda wasn't in there yet. Is there now. Horn. McBeam gets it away. Carroll tries to get it away. Does so. Frith wins it back. Lovely. Holcroft and the highlight continues. Melbourne. Holcroft. Frith. Okay, Ephraim. Inside. Inside. Goes back. Couldn't find the pass. Fine. Mason. Out we go. Yes, there we go. Okay. Here. Yep. Back we go. All the way in. Ephraim's going to jump. McKay. 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 There we go. Incredible. Okay. I want to do a calm down call. But that's a great ball in. We're back to 2-2. So Ephraim couldn't quite get to the ball. Hatswell does get it. And McKay, with a, again, can't see the ball really, goes into the back of the net. And we are going to call for a calm down. Because we are back to 2-2. We are playing very well. Our XG is only just climbed above our opposition. And I would love to get this one done without penalties. Maybe this is the kind of jump start, you know, the chemical reaction that this team needs and these players need in order to get back on into winning ways. Hatswell gets that ball. Ephraim tries to make a steal, won't get it. Sheedy on the ball, goes long. It's recovered by Mason at... What are they doing? What are they doing? Guys. Oh my goodness. Never mind. Never mind, eh? It would be classic London Greens to frickin' score now. Oh my word. What were they doing? Abdullah and Mason just getting each other's way. Going for a frickin' boxing. I don't know, fighting. I don't know what they were doing in the backfield there. But they just said, you know what? You can have the ball. You can have a one-on-one. Good luck. Oh, we're losing. Why? Yeah, I'm going to attend the press conference, you bet. I'm not happy. I'm disappointed. Did I? Did I rest a number of players? Yeah, look, I'm glad he scored. Yeah, I'm not talking about opposition players. No, I'm good. Yeah, we've got to win games. I'm not happy. We take £250. Yeah, that's all right. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, Kodak lost. Here we go. Right, so unfortunately, we did take a loss in the cup. And next up is Windsor. Ooh, here we go. Right, so next up is Windsor. But we have not won a game in 5, and that was on penalties. We've not actually won a game proper in 7. And now, from now to the end, is just the league. Because we've lost in the cups. Yeah. So... yeah. Okay, guys, a quick last look at the table. You can check it out real quick. Where is it? There it is. That is it from me today, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Like I say, leave comments, leave your opinions, leave everything in the comments. You know, tell me what you think about the about the structure of the episodes. This was a long one. It was not very much action based, but it's the way I'm structuring the episodes. There will be episodes that will absolutely fly by when the schedule is a little bit closer. For example, next episode probably won't be one of those, but these ones, I mean, yeah, look at that. They will be. These games are right next to each other, and that'll be much, much better. So that's what we'll do. Thank you for watching, guys. Nonetheless, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please, let me know. I'll catch you next time.